Namaste. Hi guys. So today I'm talking to you about how I manifested my trip to the East for my 200 hours yoga teacher training. Yeah. So in December 2023, and I'll show you the receipts, I spoke to my sister about how I really wanted to go and do my yoga teacher training. At that time, I didn't know anything about yoga apart from it's an exercise. So she sent me, we had a chat on the phone for about 45 minutes about different people that she knew that had gone to do their yoga teacher training. And, so I looked at the videos online and she sent me a link. So I opened this link and it would have cost me £5,000 to get there. So anyway, so I put it on the side. I'm like, £5,000. Who has £5,000? And so I thought, okay, I'll put it in the back burner, and perhaps when I'm 50, it'll be a present to myself, right? So, so since then, I've just been doing yoga practices from different YouTube online trainers. Not training, but just practicing the exercises, the meditation, the breathings. And so I feel like I'm now ready physically, mentally, spiritually to actually do the training, So of course I'm a mature woman of a certain age, middle-aged, I would say, and sometimes the poses are not as though if I was 25 I would have been killing it. But we're going into age, and different ailments happen. Old age itself is something that you've got to battle all the time before the diseases come through, before the all sorts of blood pressures. But I think I've been lucky in a way that, and I feel it's because of the exercises I've always been doing. So I've been compounding on my exercises. I've always been, I wouldn't say athletic, but I've always either done exercise. It's either been swimming or lawn tennis or gym or jogging. There's always something I am doing, So I feel like I've compounded. The way they always tell you, put your money in the bank and let it save and build up. You're compounding. So I've been compounding on my body, doing these exercises over a lifetime. So I'm quite proud of myself for doing that. And I know that because of doing that, there's so many, I would say, diseases that I know I have put out of the way. I have managed to maneuver and got here now. I mean, I can't say I'm 100% healthy because I know there's a surgery that I'm going in for consultation in a couple of weeks' time. But so I mean, there's some things that just cannot be stopped, but you can actually try and keep healthy, because as you're growing old, never mind. Anyway, so I'll show you how I've manifested that. I will show you what I've done, and you've been seeing what I've done over the last 3 years, because for me, exercise, health is extremely important. Not even just health, mental health. Goodness, who knew that mental health was going to be a thing? And it really is. So that is something that I have also managed to control, because I know the first thing that comes to my mind when my mental health is dwindling down to 0% is I've got to do yoga. I know that if I don't do yoga within a week, 1 week, my body starts to stiffen up. My mental health is like crazy. The sounds in my head are all over the place, just like a regular normal person. But how do I control it? I get on my mat, and within 3 days, I'm literally on 80% on all 3 aspects: physical, mental, spiritual. So like I said, it takes me a week to dwindle down to 0, because it's not all the time that you're constantly exercising or constantly mentally on board. Sometimes you have bad days, okay? So personally for me, my trick is get on my mindful mat, and within 3 days, I'm fresh as pie. And it works. 100% it works all the time. And for that reason, I thought, you know what? I need to evolve my practice. I need to understand how this can actually work. Understand the mechanism around all the yoga. And that's what I'm going to do now. Taking my practice to a different level. And also teaching. So I would like to obviously teach, but I can't teach right now because I don't have anything to base anything upon, you know. So going there physically for my 200 hours will give me ability for me to come back and teach what I know and actually literally say where it originates from, and I have been through it. Already I know it works, but to have a certificate and prove and teach and pass it on is really what I'm going for next. That's my next move, okay? So, yeah, that's where we are. I just thought I'll just hop on here and let you know that we are going to the next level. And thank you for everybody who has been watching my lives. I think yesterday we did 2008 live views, and that has been my highest so far. That's really great. I love that. But also, you know, I do it because I'm doing it for myself. I'm compounding, and if it can help somebody else, then fantastic. But yeah, just know that it's something I'm doing for myself. I'm compounding, and I need to compound a lot more now because we're getting at that age where we're fighting age. Before even fighting anything else, we're fighting age. So yeah, thank you guys. Namaste. Mwah.